Hi guys, my name's Steph. I'm going to be taking you for the fitness yoga class. Before we start, just make sure you've got enough space around you. So we're going to start with a good posture. So start with your feet together, so your toes and your heels are about in line. Knees are slightly bent. Tense your abdominal muscles and then just start by rolling your shoulders back and down. Focus on nice big deep breaths. So breathe in as you lift and breathe out as you lower. And change directions, arms forward, roll your shoulders forward, lift your shoulders right up towards your ears. And big arm circles forward, reaching your hands right up. Nice big deep breaths as you lift and out as you lower. And change direction, reaching right up. Deep breaths in and out. And relax. Just take your feet just a little bit wider, just about as wide as your shoulders. Knees are slightly bent. Tense your abdominal muscles and we'll just do some nice easy squats. So push your hips right back and down. Keep your chest lifted. And as you start to feel that little bit warmer, try and sink down just a little bit lower. Breathe in as you lower and breathe out as you lift. Smooth, controlled movements. And after this one, you're going to raise up to your toes. So sink low, bring it up to your toes. Keep your chest lifted and really focus on pushing your hips right back and down. And last one. And hold it still, bring your feet back together, knees are slightly bent, hands on your hips to help you with your balance. You're just going to start with nice easy knee lifts. So your aim is to lift your knee up to about hip height, or if you're feeling a bit wobbly today, just lift it so your feet are just off the floor. It's up to you. Try and keep your body as still as possible as you're lifting up your knees. And if you're feeling quite stable and you want to progress, lift up your knee, kick forward, back to the center, and then down. Lift up, kick forward, center, and down. You're still trying to keep your body and your head really still as you move your legs and as you replace it back down. Still continuing to take nice big deep breaths. And we'll just do one more on each side. And relax. We're going to start getting the body moving a little bit with some salutations. So start in that good posture, feet together, knees slightly bent. Tense your abdominal muscles and take your shoulders back. I'll go through it slow the first few times, and then the second two we'll speed it up just a little bit. So breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out to the side, chest comes down, rest your head and shoulders, rest your nose towards your knees. Take a long step back with your right leg, lift up your chest, left leg back into plank, slowly lower down to the floor, elbows in, shoulders back and down, lift up your chest, squeeze your butt. Curl your toes under, lift up your hips and lower your heels down towards the floor. Your aim is to push your chest to your knees and your heels to the floor. Step through with your right leg, step through with your left leg. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out to the side, chest comes down, slowly lower to the floor. Left leg, long steps back. Right leg back into plank. Slowly lower to the floor, elbows in. Shoulders back and down, lift up your chest, squeeze your butt. Curl your toes under, lift up your hips, lower your heels to the floor. Step through with your left leg and your right leg. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out to the side, take it down to the floor. Right leg, take a long lunge back. Left leg back. Slowly lower to the floor. If you'd like to drop to your knees, you can do. Shoulders back and down, lift up your chest, squeeze your butt. Curl your toes under, lift up your hips, try and push your chest towards your knees and your heels down. Step through with your right leg. If it doesn't quite make it forward, just use your hand to bring it forward. Left leg, foot forward. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out to the side, chest comes down, slowly lower to the floor. Left leg, take a long lunge back. Right leg back into plank. Elbows in, slowly lower to the floor. Shoulders back and down, lift up your chest. Curl your toes under, lift up your hips, lower your heels to the floor. Step through with your left leg and your right leg. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out. Relax your arms down by your sides. Now we're going to start into some balancing poses. So option 1, toes to the floor. You can take your foot below the knee or take hold of your foot above the knee. Your hand just come to the chest. If this is comfortable, reach your arms up overhead. Try and stand up nice and tall and reach your hands right up. Bring your arms out to the side in line with your shoulders. Bring your knee forward, hold it nice and still. If you'd like to take that toe closer to the floor, that's fine. Keeping your leg lifted, breathe in, and as you breathe out, lean forward. Your aim is to get your chest and your leg about parallel to the floor. If this feels comfortable, reach your arms forward in front of you. Take your arms out to the side. Keeping your leg lifted if possible, bring your knee forward. Hold it here for a second. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax it down. Well done, guys. We're going to do the same on the other side. So left leg, option 1, toes to the floor, below the knee, or take hold of the foot above the knee. Your hands come to the center. Or if you're feeling quite stable, reach your hands up to the sky. Standing up nice and tall, and your aim is to turn your knee to the left as much as possible. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring your knee forward. Remember, if you'd like to bring that toe close to the floor, that's all good. Holding it here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forward. Your aim is to get your chest and your leg about parallel to the floor. Take your arms forward, hold it here. Arms out to the side. And bring your knee forward, try and keep it lifted. Hold it here. And breathe out, relax it down. Well done, shake out if you'd like. So take hold of your right foot with your right hand. Knees together, push your hips forward and raise up your left hand up towards the sky. Bend your left knee very slightly and breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forward. Your aim is to get your chest and your knee about parallel to the floor again, and try and bring your heel away from your body. Breathe in and slowly bring it back to standing. Hold it here for a second. Relax your arm down and relax your leg down. Shake out if you like. And change your legs over. So take hold of your left foot with your left hand. Knees together, hips are forward. Raise up your right hand. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forward. Your aim is to get your chest and your leg about parallel to the floor. Slowly breathe in and bring it back to the center. Relax your arm down. And relax your leg down. You might need to turn your mats the other way if you've only got one mat, so you want them facing long ways, just like this one. So take your feet wide, your legs stay straight and your hips stay facing forward. Breathe in, arms up, and breathe out, reach your arms forward and down to the floor. If this feels comfortable, try and lower your elbows down to the floor and look behind you. Bring it back to the center. You want your hands under your shoulders. Bring your right hand in under your face and left arm lifts and twist. Your aim is to get a nice straight line from the top hand all the way down to the bottom one. Legs stay straight. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, try and rotate your chest towards the sky just a little bit more. And breathe out, relax it down. Place your left hand where your right hand is and raise your right hand and twist over to the right leg. Stay straight. Breathe in. As you breathe out, try and rotate towards the sky just a little bit more. And breathe out, relax it down. Bend your right knee very slightly and walk both hands over to the right side of the right foot. You should feel a stretch right down the back of your leg. Back to the center. Bend your left knee very slightly and walk both hands over to the left side of the left foot. Back to the center. Slowly curl your spine, bring it up to standing. Just make sure your head is the last thing to come up, and then roll your shoulders back. If you'd like to shake out your legs for a second, just shake out your legs. Take your feet wide again, keep your hips facing forward, turn your right foot toes over to the right, hips stay here, standing up nice and tall. Breathe in, arms up to shoulder height. Breathe out, lean over as much as you feel comfortable, and lower your hand as low down the leg as you'd like to. Your aim is to get a nice straight line from the top hand all the way down to the bottom one. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, try and rotate your chest towards the sky. Bend your right leg, left arm goes overhead. Your aim is to keep your hips nice and low, and you want your bicep by your ear. If this is uncomfortable, you can bring your elbow to knee. Push for your right leg, lift up your chest, lift up your right arm, and look towards your hand. Try and keep your hips down nice and low towards the floor. Your aim is to get this leg about parallel to the floor, and you want your knee about in line with your ankle. Arms about parallel to the floor, and look towards your right hand. Try and stand up your chest nice and tall rather than leaning over. Turn both feet forward, relax your arms, and turn your left foot toes over to the left, hips facing forward. Breathe in, arms up to shoulder height. Breathe out, lean over as much as you feel comfortable, and lower your arms as low down the leg as you feel comfortable. Try and get a nice straight line from the top hand all the way down to the bottom. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, try and rotate your chest towards the sky just a little bit more. Bend your left leg, right arm goes overhead. So try and lower your hips down nice and low, and if this is uncomfortable, bring your elbow to knee. Try and rotate your chest towards the front rather than to the floor. Push for your left leg, Switch right hand to the back of your leg and look towards your left hand. Arms out to the side, parallel to the floor. Lift up your chest and turn both feet forward. Relax your arms down and bring your feet back together. So toes and heels together, knees are slightly bent, tense your abdominal muscles, breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out to the side, chest comes down and rest your head and shoulders down towards the floor. Relax your shoulders. And bring it down onto your hands and knees. So you want your hands under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Breathe in, push your spine to the ceiling, look to your belly. And as you breathe out, lower your stomach down to the floor, look up to the ceiling. So breathe in, spine to spine, look to your belly. As you breathe out, lower your stomach down towards the floor and look up. Continue in your own time. And just do one more each way. And hold it still. So step your legs back into plank. Your aim is to get your body in a nice straight line from your head all the way down to your heels. If this is a bit much, you can drop down to your knees. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lift up your hips, lower your heels to the floor, and your aim is to push your chest towards your knees. Slowly bring it back down into plank, hold it here. Now your aim is to lower down to the floor as slow as possible with your elbows in into a tricep press up. If it is uncomfortable, you can do it on your knees. Elbows in, push up to your hands and knees and push your hips back into child's pose. Back up to your hands and knees, back into plank position, body's in a straight line again, tense your abdominal muscles to support your back. Lift up your hips and lower your heels to the floor. Raise up your right leg as high as you can away from your body. Still try to push your chest towards your knees and bend your knee and take your heel away from your body. Straighten that leg, lower it back down and raise up your left leg as high as you can. Bend it and lower your heel away from your body. Lifting up your knee as high as possible away from your body. Raise up that leg, lower it back down, bring it forward into a plank position, elbows in, as slow as possible. You're going to lower down to the floor, elbows in, slow as possible. Shoulders, push up to your hands and knees and push your hips back. Alternate bending and straightening each leg. Still trying to push your chest to your knees and your heels down. And hold it here. Slowly bring it forward into a plank position. And one more time, as slow as possible. Lower down to the floor, elbows in. Push up to your hands and knees and push your hips back. to a seated position, take your legs wide. Now try and make sure your heels are on the mat, even if your hips do come back a little bit, because it can be uncomfortable for your heels. So legs as wide as you'd like to, sit up nice and tall. Breathe in, arms up just to shoulder height. Right arm comes across your chest, left arm overhead. Your aim is to turn your chest towards the front rather than towards the floor. Breathe in, bring it back to the center, arms out to the side, left arm across your chest, right arm overhead. Bring it back to the center. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, reach your arms forward and lower down towards the floor. And walk your hands back nice and slowly. One more time, breathe in, arms up. And breathe out, reach your arms forward and slowly lower towards the floor. And walk your hands back nice and slowly. And bring your feet back together. So legs are nice and straight. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out, reach your arms forward and towards your feet. Your aim is to bring your chest down forward towards your knees. And relax. Bend one leg as low down the other as you'd like to. Keep your hips facing forward and lower your knee as close to the floor as possible. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out, reach your arms forward and towards your foot. Your aim is to bring your chest and your nose towards your knee. Walk your hands back. Straighten out this leg and change your legs over. Same again, hips facing forward, this knee as low to the floor as possible. Breathe in, arms up, and breathe out, reach your arms forward and towards your foot. We'll do one more time with both legs facing forward. So legs are straight. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out, reach your arms forward and towards your feet. And relax. Well done, guys. I hope you had a good time and enjoy your day.